What is up, my guys, gals, non-binary pals, and everyone in between? I know I said I was going to try to make these not go longer than 8 parts, but I'm really trying to show everyone everything this game has to offer because that's how much I love it. That keeps popping up. I swear to God, I fixed that thing 3 times now. I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, so I don't even know why it's bringing that up. But we're gonna ignore it, and hopefully it does not pop up anymore, because if it does, I'm going to be annoyed.
Who knows why we fought so hard to defend our own trash?
A little pecker here, ankle gator, and squirt. We also got Piff. He ugly. It's okay, he got personality.
He put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing.
Mount Zand. I meant to swap to the hammer. I
Can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go.
Bored. Oh! Oh, it is light as I can't see.
Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard.
I don't even know what I'm shooting at.
The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. They even drag their children into this.
Lord.
Without a doubt, the situation stinks. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. Besides, we have to take back what's ours. It's a delicate situation. What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking. Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. You don't need to keep tangling with all those things. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
They're just trying to survive.
We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection. With that mortar and hammer, he's like a one-man demolition squad. That mortar's gonna leave a lasting impression. Taught him an old trick from a galleon gunner I once knew. Fixed that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective. The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes I want to ask him, why do any of this? But truth is, I don't want to know. Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
I'm gonna try here real quick.
Strongest, fastest folks earn more than their fair share. The kids worked the yard before, but that time it just plain destroyed it. A hammer and an army carbine. When I was a fighting man, I used the very same.
And let's just try this real quick.
If you got a thing for heavy artillery, then I've got the place for you. A variety of modifications could be used to enhance the power of a mortar. You could almost see the fireworks over Boundless Bay. Good thing we got to that mortar before the beasts of the wild learned how to use it.
Yeah. On the Bastion quarry.
Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Caelondia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Bastion quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks would call on them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the rattletails at bay. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot. Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news.
Yep.
In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. Single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district. The smaller ones, we call them shards. The shards got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks in Bastion Quarry is Sir Lunky's head. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone.
Sometimes you gotta use spikes.
Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. "Are you all right?" it says.
Hey, yeah. Took a couple explosives.
It's him. "I've come to warn you," he says. "The Bastion is under siege.
What?
Let it fall. You should not go back."
Are you nuts?
Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred.
Bruh, you know how much work I put into that place?
"If that's the way it is," he says, "then I won't stop you.
I put too much work into that place. Just let it fall a little better.
Because my countrymen will."
That's a threat. He just threatened me. Zulf, I took you in.
Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kids gotta go in through the back. Zulf showed them the way here, and here they came to take revenge. To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl. Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help.
I swear. Little Pecker, get back here. If you die, I will cry.
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zulf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelandia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story.
Yeah.
What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Now all we need is one last shard. The Mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The skippers delivered us from the motherland. The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild. The conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that. Bull brandy is thicker than paint. Makes your skin feel as tough as knife bark. The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Alright, we're gonna try this once, and then I say we're gonna call it a day for this video.
good enough run at Camp Danzig could get you promoted to captain on the spot.
Let's go.
The wilds ain't so scary now, are they? The brushers, they moved in shadows, but the calamity found them. The service, for all the men and women who serve Celandia.
Alright, and I think that's where we're going to call it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next one.